Hey everybody, my name's Troy Aberley. I want to reach out to you today and just talk to you about exactly what it is I do and how it relates to some of the questions I've been getting on a few of our masterminds, but also in some private messages on social media. And that is, I've been asked, Troy, why would I hire you to be my real estate coach? And another question is, you know, Troy, do you work for a brokerage now? What is your involvement in real estate, and how will that affect the information you're giving me? And the best part of this is it's a really simple answer, and that is I'm not a realtor. I am simply a real estate investor, and I have an absolute blast with it. I've worked with wholesalers, I've worked with realtors, I've worked with sellers, buyers. Like I've said before, in a couple states in the United States, also in Canada, I purchase real estate property, and I have a blast with it. But one of the most common things I see, and one of the most common things I hear about, is the amount of struggles that real estate agents have. It is absolutely unbelievable to me, to be honest with you. I don't know why. I get it that it's a really competitive world, and people are hungry, and people are have different tactics and stuff like that. But coming from a guy that is truly a professional salesperson and entrepreneur and business manager, also a certified coach, I have a ton of experience and education on what really makes true salespeople really stand out amongst the crowd. Myself, I've worked for companies that I've literally been on the top of the leaderboard. I've sold over $300 million worth of products and services. So I know a little thing or two about running teams, about coming up with strategies, and really applying the emotional experiences that I have for the products that I'm selling, so that other people have just absolutely powerful experiences when they're buying or doing business with you. And so I can help remove all these barriers and really give you the keys to making things work and win. And that's my big joy, is being able to, to answer this a little more clearly, I love being the guy who can combine the buyer and the seller and making just an awesome transformational experience. To me, business is really so simple. It's nothing but the transfer of emotion, and I love teaching people exactly what I mean by that. Right now, what I find so many people are scared. They're out purchasing leads. Then when they get a lead, they don't know what to do with it because they go to a listing appointment and they completely destroy it. I've gone to open houses in literally, probably 10 different states, 4 different provinces in Canada, and realtors, I'm sorry, we're doing a terrible job. We're scared, we're standing at the kitchen table, we're texting, we're hiding in a room, we're scared. There's a lot of violence, there's been assaults, there's been all kinds of stuff at these open houses, and we just don't know how to run them properly. And honestly, that's something I just absolutely love to teach. And so what I want to do is teach you how to attract leads, how to become attractive yourself, so that you become hunted rather than you hunting for people. And then I want to be able to create experiences for people during those closing appointments that it's a no-brainer to work with you. And then I also want to be able to teach you how to really, I've got 3 or 4 ways of really hosting a powerful open house. So I've been hired by several people over the past several years to really help in these areas I'm explaining. That's where I am. So I'm not biased. I'm not biased to a certain brokerage or a certain company. I think there's a lot of great real estate trading out there. But the one thing I do know for a fact is one of the questions that's key to me here tonight. And that is, there are so many crappy coaches out there. I'm sorry to tell you this. You really want to interview them and make sure that they know what they're doing, and the time that you're investing with that coach is valuable. I don't even know of a single person who doesn't get value from me. And I don't say that bragging. I say it with all sincerity because I make sure I deliver on what I'm going to do. If you're not the right person for me, we don't work together. It's just really that simple, because I can't add value to somebody that I don't jive with, that I don't work with. So there has to be that chemistry. And that's really why, for me, if we're doing a discovery call, why it's done that way. But for the most part, my systems are not cookie cutter ever. I customize for every single person because everybody's different. Everybody has a different need. And so I really hope that answers some of your questions. I take extreme pride that I've got definitely 6 figures into my education as a coach. And there's a lot of weekend warriors out there that claim that they've sold a couple houses and they've done good. I've personally went and sold some of the most expensive houses with realtors and wholesalers. I've been right there on the ground, right on the floor. I've helped work in places to help develop scripts for call centers. I've helped people develop scripts for their copy, for Facebook ads, for their website, all of these things. And I've had tremendous success with it. I'm certified by Tony Robbins. Been trained with guys like Dean Graziosi, just an absolute rock star in the real estate world. People like Chad Holmes, an amazing sales machine. People like Brian Tracy, another great salesperson. Brendan Burchard, absolute awesome at peak performance. And so all of these people, I'm not just name dropping. It's because I've literally studied these people through and throughout, and it's what has fed my career to be the success it is today. So I hope that answers your question. Coaches mean so much to your career. They mean so much to getting you to that next level or starting you from scratch. If I would have known 22 years ago how awesome a coach would be, I wish I'd hired one then. I've been now hiring coaches for the past 7-8 years, and it's been absolutely amazing. I could not be where I am today without the people I've learned from. And my coaches are some of the best real estate people on the planet. And so I really have spent a ton of money and investment learning what I do, and I can't wait to give that back to you. So please click on the link below. I really look forward to talking to you, or send me a PM. You're going to see this video on social media. PM me, click on the link below. Let's get you, talking to me directly. I do one-to-one coaching, and I also do group coaching. The groups are a lot of fun. There's a lot of different people, a lot of different angles. And when I shouldn't say a lot of people, there's about 15 people. Anywhere from 10 to 15. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's a little bit more, but it's a lot of fun. We get to see a lot of dynamics and different techniques and strategies. It's a true mastermind atmosphere. And then one-to-one coaching, we literally deep dive in with you directly. And I go through that stuff. I have marketing people on my team and other coaches, and we look at exactly what you're doing. So I take a lot of pride in the company I've built. I take a lot of pride in the type of coach that I mandate myself to be. And I'm not a weekend warrior. I'm here to serve at the highest level. If you want any testimonials or you're not sure exactly what you're going to get, let's talk for 10, 15 minutes and make sure that we're the right fit. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, I look forward to being a part of your success, and we'll talk real soon. Thank you.